Is it true that the transgender community are less accepted here in Singapore? Why do people associate trans women with the sex industry? And should society be obligated to accept someone's identity? Is education mandatory to a transgender? How can someone ever be freed from poverty? What about unreported cases of underage sexual abuse? Well, in this documentary, we seek answers from Selina, a trans woman who sustained a 12-year career in the sex industry. Over the next 17 minutes, we'll learn about her experience as a transgender sex worker, the challenges that comes with it, and her battle with drugs. Hi, Selina.
Hi.
First of all, I would like to thank you for appearing today. I think it takes a lot of courage for someone like you to come before the camera and share your life experiences. So, what made you realize that you want to become a woman?
That was very young. I would like to play with my sisters and cousins, Barbie dolls, something like that. So like, I don't like with the boys' toy car or something, Yeah, so from there, I always mix around with girls more.
What were your parents' reaction when they first found out that, oh, my son is a bit more feminine than I would have expected?
I try to camouflage myself to mix around with girls. Just to cover up my identity.
So, as you progress towards adulthood, were your parents progressive towards your transition as a transgender woman, or were they against your decision?
They were against my decision because about my CC behavior, and also they call it sotong kind of style. So one time my father ever punched me and also kicked me in the stomach.
For?
Just because I'm taking hormones and there's a growth in the lump on my chest lah.
Oh, so when you take the female hormones,
Yes,
there will be
correct.
lumps growing in your chest area. And then because of that, he
He disagreed about the decision of become a transgender.
Are your parents aware of you working in the sex industry?
Until now, they don't know, but they have a hint of like I'm like in a sex trade. Hint like a hint.
But after this video airs, then they will know that you are working in the
They
sex.
passed away already, so I think
So both of your parents have
Yes,
passed, yeah. Oh,
so maybe it's a secret between them, me and them.
Oh, so sorry about that.
It's okay. Yeah.
According to some transgender people, they've all been through some kind of a traumatic experience that actually impact their development as an adult. So was it the same for you?
Yes, it's the same for me. But I have had oral sex with a man when I was 5 or 6 years old.
5 or 6?
Yes.
How did it happen?
That time I was like at the seaside when I was young. So this unknown man from nowhere.
Oh, you don't know him?
I don't know him. He start to cuddle me, ask me whether I'm cool or not. And all of a sudden, he asked me to perform oral sex on him. Yeah.
Why didn't you run away?
I was afraid at the time because I was very small, 5 or 6 years old.
No, what's he gonna do?
He's a built tough man, so I might scared he will bash me up or do something rough on me.
Oh dear. Is this common, like underage rape, sexual abuse? Is it common within the transgender community?
Yes, it's common among the transgender community.
Oh, you've heard stories.
Yes, they've been abused or they've been raped. Yeah, they can't afford to protect themselves at young age.
They got no means to protect themselves. While growing up, does this incident impact you? Like you keep having memories of it?
I have a flashback, and sometimes it's like when I'm growing up, there's a memories of those kind of what I did with the unknown man. Yeah.
So have you ever been in a relationship before?
Yes, with a real man. That was in 2009. We broke up recently. Yeah.
Okay, so what caused the relationship to?
We both are drug addicts, And we have some financial issues, and then we live in tent.
Oh, where can you live in tents in Singapore?
In East Coast, they
Okay.
call it a survivor. Yeah.
Survivor.
Yes.
Okay, so you can go to East Coast and rent a tent and say that you're
A survivor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay, so you mentioned about drugs, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it because of drugs that you both have financial issues?
Yes, correct.
Okay, because to fuel your
Yes,
drug
correct.
habit.
The craving and temptation.
Okay. You were never caught, is it?
We caught. We went to the RC together, and then he meant his way and I meant my way. Yeah.
Okay, so Selina, how long have you been working in the sex industry?
That will be more than 12 years.
Wow, 12 years. That's a very long time. So, is this your full-time job?
Previously, I quit this job for 2 years after I come out from my DRC.
So after DRC, you know things go for a better change. Okay, so how did you first get to know the job?
It's from through my fellow transgender friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they
introduced me.
oh they are also doing it, yeah. Okay, so can you still recount your first experience as a sex worker?
My first customer I have been through. He saw my male private part and he refused to pay me. Yeah.
He didn't know before he.
didn't know.
Okay. How much does it cost to engage a transgender services?
It depends on the short times and also hourly rate kind of service.
Short time and hourly rate.
Yes.
What's short time?
Short time will be 30 to 45 minutes and it costs around $65, including of the room money.
$65 including the room money. So, how much is the room?
The room money will be $15.
$15. Okay, so your service is $50.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what about? So that's short time.
Short
So what about hourly rate?
Hourly rate that will be $100 and then is for the room is 1 hour is $25.
Okay. So the price is uniform across like between locals and tourists?
Tourists will be different. Tourists will be $100 for 30 minutes and
Okay.
also 500 to 600 for overnight.
Are your customers usually locals or foreigners?
Foreigners.
Oh, tourists?
Yes.
Okay. Where are they usually from?
French,
Mm-hmm.
Australian,
Mm-hmm.
blacks, and Chinese, Japanese,
Mm.
and Bangladesh.
Oh, from so many
Yes,
countries.
Asia.
Okay, so what are their age range usually? You know.
From 18 to 65 to 55.
Oh,
To
okay.
those api-api, you know.
Okay. I get. What are some of your strange encounters with your customers?
I did with this Malay guy
Mm.
that I encountered. He refused to wear condom
Mm-hmm.
and he want refund
For?
for not wearing condom.
Okay, so how did the situation? How did you?
I quickly take my belongings and my clothes, then I flee from the room. Do you know what BDSM?
I don't know.
It's a sexual fetish for bondage, physical torture, and blindfold. So I have encountered one of these Chinese guy. Yeah, he asked to my heels on his penis and also on his stomach. Yeah.
So to kick him.
Yeah, until he come. Some customer asked me to penetrate for them. Yeah, until they come.
So they become the girl.
Bill, yes.
Oh, that
And-
they have this kind of a request.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So what are some of the worst conditions that you've ever worked in?
Do you want me to show you?
Sure.
Okay, follow me.
Okay. So you've worked here before?
Yes, sometimes I bring my customer into isolate place. Yeah, so if like we got no places, say, come I show you. Sometimes I bring my customer and then I just ask him to crawl in, and then we just open our shirt and then we just do make sex inside here. Yeah.
So you guys crawl into this?
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes we have to quickly before somebody see us, and then they'll hassle thing there's no wet tissue and Listerine.
No way to clean up after that, yeah.
That's
And then you dress up and then you prepare for another customer.
Correct.
But it's so obvious here, so won't, yeah, you see like people pass by. What if people...
Usually we just need a quick one.
Quick one.
Correct.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah, that's the hassle thing about having a sex service around this.
Is this the usual kind of place that you guys work?
Yeah, usually.
Usually, huh? Okay, so Selina, what's the first step towards gender transformation?
Okay, that with mentality and also saving money for buying hormones.
Oh, you can buy female hormones in Singapore?
Yes, by through IMH.
IMH, so
Yes.
is gender transformation some kind of mental illness?
In a medical field, but not in my opinion.
Okay. So one question, does female hormones change your voice?
No.
No, huh? Oh, okay. So, okay, I think some people think that, yeah, okay. Are you still taking female hormones now?
No.
No, you stopped taking, yeah. Okay, so what are the side effects of stopping your female hormone intake?
Okay, my breast implant getting shrink, and that's why I go for my breast implant. And also my male hormone is like change more rather than my female hormones.
Where did you get your breast implants done?
That will be in Thailand, in a black market.
Oh, black market. So what's the difference between the black market and the regular clinics?
Because black market is much more cheaper than local Singapore hospital.
Oh, okay. You mentioned previously that you were in the DRC, right? So how's life like in the DRC?
It's an 8-man cell, and then for all those transgender, will put in one cell.
Do you see the male cellmates?
Yes.
Okay, so they...
In the day room and also in yard.
Oh, okay. Does the male cellmates make fun of, the transgender people?
Yes, but we used to it.
Oh, used to it. Okay. So, what was your reason for drug use?
My father passed away, and also my mom is passing away. So I in depression and sorrow.
Oh, you have been depressed before. Okay. When you go to the mosque to pray, does the other prayers look at you as someone different?
My mind is not ready yet for praying, and my mind always distracted by men inside the mosque.
Oh, you cannot concentrate.
Yes.
During your prayers. Okay. Is transgender considered haram in your religion?
Transgender is not haram, but people think we are acting.
Oh, okay. Okay, so one question. I think this question will, the audiences will be very curious and interested. Do you go to the male restroom or the female restroom?
That's a tricky question. First, I thought it was female toilet that I can go. But my boyfriend that I know always advised me to go to the handicapped toilet.
Oh, handicapped toilet. So there's no issues.
Yes, correct.
Do you have any advice to give to other young people who also want to become a transgender woman? Any advice for them?
Always respect your parents because they are the one giving you life to this world. Without them, you won't see the world that right now.
You won't get to feel,
yes,
right?
Correct.
They give you a life.
Yeah, and this contribute to my transgender friend that has been passed away.
Oh, your friend recently?
Recently, and also last few years back.
Also, a few years back, your friend passed away, transgender friend.
Correct.
Okay.
So this tell people that being a transgender is not easy.
I guess after listening to your story for the entire interview, I think there are so many stories and from your life that is actually so. I can feel that it's so tough being someone like you, and I think having so much courage, you're so brave, with towards all of these obstacles that you have in your life.
Yeah, but I'm doing this is for my friend.
The one that passed away.
Yes, correct. Because indeed we have a good time as a transgender together. End up she go to meet God first rather than
Oh, like she got sick.
Yes.
She's much older than you.
Younger than me.
Younger than you, then she got sick.
Yes, correct. Okay.
So what are your plans for the future?
My plan for the future,
Don't know.
plan for the future is doing well in life, and also keep maintain what I've been doing. Like my outer.
So you are considering a sex change
Yes.
or operation anytime soon?
Not so soon, but I keep dream on.
It's your dream to get a sex change someday.